In today's automotive world, understanding the intricacies of car alternators is crucial for every driver and technician alike. From powering the vehicle's electrical system to recharging the battery, the alternator plays a pivotal role in keeping your car running smoothly. Imagine this: you're cruising down the highway, music blasting, windows down. Suddenly, the radio sputters, the lights dim, and your car shudders to a halt. What happened? It's a high possibility your car's alternator has malfunctioned. But fear not, fellow drivers and gearheads. This comprehensive guide will transform you into an alternator guru. We'll sink into its inner workings, explore the science behind its magic, and equip you with the knowledge to identify a failing alternator and replace it with ease. Buckle up, and let's get started. How does an alternator work? Here's the magic behind the machine. The alternator utilizes the principles of magnetism and electromagnetism. It consists of a rotating shaft with a pulley connected to the engine's belt. This shaft spins a rotor assembly surrounded by a stator, a stationary coil of wire. As the rotor spins, it creates a magnetic field that cuts through the coils of the stator. This, according to Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, induces an electric current in the stator windings. This current, though alternating current, AC, is then rectified, converted to direct current or DC, by a diode bridge within the alternator, making it usable by your car's 12-volt electrical system. Here's a simplified breakdown. The drive belt: as the engine spins, it rotates a belt connected to the alternator's pulley. The rotor: this spinning shaft inside the alternator has magnets attached to it. The stator: this stationary component consists of copper wires wrapped around an iron core. Magnetic field: the spinning rotor creates a moving magnetic field that interacts with the copper wires in the stator. Electricity generation: this interaction induces a current flow in the stator wires, generating electricity inside the alternator. Now, let's meet the essential parts that work together to create this electrical marvel. Rotor: as mentioned, this spinning shaft with magnets is the heart of the magnetic field generation. Stator: this stationary component houses the copper wires that convert the magnetic field into electricity. Diode bridge: this acts as a one-way gate, ensuring electricity flows only in one direction, charging the battery. Voltage regulator: this crucial component monitors the battery's voltage and regulates the alternator's output to prevent overcharging. Pulley: this wheel-shaped component connects the alternator to the engine's drive belt, enabling rotation. Common causes of alternator failure. Several factors can contribute to alternator failure. Worn-out bearings: as the alternator ages, the bearings that allow the rotor to spin smoothly can wear down, causing friction and reducing efficiency. Faulty voltage regulator: a malfunctioning voltage regulator can lead to overcharging or undercharging of the battery, ultimately damaging it and the alternator itself. Diode bridge failure: if the diodes in the bridge stop functioning correctly, it can disrupt the flow of electricity, hindering the charging process. Internal short circuit: electrical shorts within the alternator can damage its components and disrupt its ability to generate electricity. How to spot a failing alternator. A failing alternator can leave you stranded on the side of the road. Here's what to watch out for. Dim lights: if your headlights or interior lights appear dimmer than usual, it could indicate a failing alternator struggling to provide sufficient power. Battery issues: difficulty starting the car or a dead battery despite a recent replacement can be signs of a faulty alternator not properly charging the battery. Electrical system malfunctions: erratic behavior of electrical components like flickering lights or malfunctioning audio systems could point towards alternator problems. Dashboard warning light: most modern cars have a warning light on the dashboard that illuminates if the alternator detects an issue. DIY or not DIY? Replacing your car's alternator. Replacing an alternator can be a complex task, depending on the car model and your mechanical expertise. Here's a quick guideline. For the mechanically savvy, If you're comfortable working with car electrical systems and have the proper tools, replacing the alternator yourself might be an option. However, consult a repair manual specific to your vehicle for detailed instructions. For those seeking peace of mind, entrusting the job to a qualified mechanic is often recommended. They have the experience and tools to diagnose the problem accurately and replace the alternator efficiently. Maintenance tips for a long life. Prevention is always better than cure. Here are some tips to extend your alternator's lifespan. Regular maintenance. Schedule routine inspections of your car's electrical system, including the alternator and battery. Avoiding electrical overload. Excessive use of electrical accessories like aftermarket subwoofers or bull lights can strain the alternator. Install them wisely and consider your car's electrical capacity. Cleanliness is key. Maintain clean and tight battery connections to ensure optimal current flow. Corrosion at the terminals can hinder proper charging. Upgrade wisely. If you've added power-hungry components like off-road lights or a winch, consider upgrading your alternator to handle the increased demand. Consult a qualified mechanic for proper recommendations. The final charge, a word on professional help. While this guide equips you with alternator knowledge, there's no shame in seeking professional help. A certified mechanic can diagnose alternator problems with specialized tools and pinpoint the exact culprit. They can also ensure proper installation of a new alternator, preventing future headaches. Please comment, subscribe and like.